Zoro's lineage is about to be one of the best, like, family trees in One Piece, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I might be like, I'm probably like saying too much about this, but like, or going over. I don't know, man. I can't even put this into words because that chapter 1023 when Kawamatsu and Hyogoro were talking about Zoro and Ushimaru, Shimotsuki Ushimaru and Shimotsuki Ryuma, man. That thing was gas, bro. Like, oh my gosh. It's just the only thing I dislike about it, but this is me personally. Me personally. Alright? You could like it, but this is me personally. The only thing I didn't like about it, it could have been introduced way earlier in the start of Wano. Certain times and moments where it could have been introduced, but they didn't do it. For example, like when Zoro first was about to commit seppuku and they were accusing Zoro of stealing Shisui and all of that, and they could have looked at him like, why does he look awfully like Ryuma? Ryuma was like a one-night swordsman. The way he handles his sword is awfully like Ushimaru as well. That's one. Two is when he fought Yukimaru. Yukimaru is Onimaru the fox. That's Ushimaru's pet. When he fought Onimaru, Onimaru could have looked at him like, the way you handle your sword, because Onimaru fought him. The way you handle your sword is awfully like my master. He couldn't have said it like verbally, but mentally in his head thinking like, hey, he fought awfully like my master, Ushimaru. That's weird. And then he awfully looks like Ryuma, a one-eyed swordsman, right? Having Shisui and all that, that would have been an amazing moment right there as well, dude. You know, especially the fact that Yukimaru was talking about Ryuma, how forging the Black Bay, how him slaying the dragon that was hovering over Wano, and etc. That would have been amazing, bro. Come on, man. And then another moment, he was literally with one of his family members as well. Who? Shimotsuki Yasui. Yasui is a Shimotsuki. Yasui doesn't look Shimotsuki, but I don't think all because Koshiro also doesn't look Shimotsuki. I'm gonna get into that later though. But he was with Yasui as well. Yasui know he had Shisui, didn't he? Yasui probably could have been thinking in his head, yeah, he looks awfully a lot like Ryuma, and the way he handles himself is a lot like Ushimaru as well. So because in the anime they showed they did a filler where Zoro basically did Daishinkan against these gamblers in the gambling house, but in the manga Yasui literally was like, oh, you were so amazing, you were just slashing and dashing and left and right handling those samurais, right? And I'm like, so he could honestly be like, yeah, he looks he fights awfully like Ushimaru too, because Ushimaru is a part of the Shimotsuki family. So it's just the fact that he handled Emma, bro. They could have told him right there. Oh, what would have been an amazing moment is the fact that, you know, Shimotsuki Kozaburo, his grandfather, literally 55 years ago, he was the one who forged Ame no Habakiri and Enma. What would have been amazing is they told him that, and then Zoro would have been like, huh, he was in Wano? That's interesting. You see, you know what I mean? That's just me though. That could have been like awesome, like, you know, and then they could have gone more in depth. You know, bit by bit, each chapter we see Zoro where he was hanging out with people that were affiliated with Shimotsukis like Ushimaru, you know, Ryuma, Kozaburo, and all that other stuff. That would have been amazing moments. But that's just me, though. That's just me. You can like it if you want, but that's just me. Now, right? Let's talk about Ryuma, Kozaburo, and Ushimaru from chapter 1023, right? Let's go, right? You see, I got my Zoro shirt, right? Now, if you want to know where you could get it, you could just go on Amazon as well. You can go on Amazon and just, you know, type in Zoro's wanted poster bounty shirt, basically, you know. But now let's get into it. So in the chapter, Kawamatsu said, you know who, girl, there's a reason why I didn't protest Zoro getting that sword, you know. And I was like, that's cap, because you was telling Hiyori you didn't want him to give him the sword. But, right, Hyogoro said, yes, indeed, I see what you mean. He is a foreign pirate, but he's the exact spitting image of Shimotsuki Ushimaru, bro, right? Kawamatsu proceeded to say, yeah, I know, right? Even the way they handle their swords, it's exactly the same. And I'm like, yo, what the frick? Bro, where we going, bro? That's gas right now, right? And then they proceeded to go on and on and on, like how Ushimaru was the descendant of the sword god Ryuma, and how Zoro returning Ryuma back to Wano, it could be fate after all. And then he was like, especially when you consider that Ryuma was a one-eyed swordsman after all. And then you got the side panel where, bruh, Ryuma looks exactly like Zoro. They're like two peas in a pod, bro. Like, I'm like, yo, that's gas right there, baby. That's freaking gas, man. And bro, I just want to talk about, okay, now let's go into the lineage, right? We know what happened 55 years ago. Ame no Habakiri and Enma was forged by Shimotsuki Kozaburo. That's Zoro's grandfather, correct? But he left Wano with a lot of people, though. He left Wano with a lot of people. And when he left Wano, he went to the East Blue. He fought bandits. He fell in love. He founded a village called Shimotsuki Village. He had a child named Koshiro and a granddaughter named Kuina. So that basically means Kuina is Zoro's cousin, and Koshiro is Zoro's uncle, basically, right? So, but we're thinking, where's Zoro's mom and where's Zoro's dad? I'm not gonna lie. Now, wait, before we get into that, the resemblance isn't there. Because, think about it, Ryuma looks like Zoro, Ushimaru looks like Zoro, Koshiro doesn't look like he doesn't even look like a Shimotsuki, bro. At all. He doesn't look like a Shimotsuki at all. Yasui doesn't look like a Shimotsuki, but we know he's Shimotsuki. Kozaburo looks like he's Shimotsuki, even though it's like a silhouette, you don't really see it that well, but he looks like Shimotsuki. But Zoro looks like a Shimotsuki. Zoro looks like a Shimotsuki, and Ushimaru looks like a Shimotsuki, right? But Koshiro doesn't look like a Shimotsuki. It could possibly be that most of the genes came from his mom. When whoever Kozaburo slept with, Kozaburo had slept with a woman that he fell in love with, and he had Koshiro. He probably could have had another one. And that another kid I'm thinking about is Ushimaru. I'm not gonna lie. Like the other kid that could be Zoro's dad is Ushimaru. But we're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna tell you how that could be. Now, let's get into Shimotsuki sword style. I got an idea, right? Like, I think this is gas, bro. Like, I don't think you understand. I got an idea that Zoro maybe all of this time been fighting in Shimotsuki sword style. I think there's a Shimotsuki sword style. Whether or not you believe me, I think there's a Shimotsuki sword style, bro. I'm not even playing, right? If Zoro was in Shimotsuki village for all these years, and they literally trained the people who didn't know how to fight. This is Oda saying, by the way, in the SBS. The samurai, Shimotsuki Kozaburo and everyone else taught those people in the village how to defend themselves, how to fight. He probably taught them the way of a Shimotsuki. I'm sorry. There has to be a Shimotsuki sword style. Now, you might be thinking, if there's a Shimotsuki sword style, then why does Zoro use 3 sword styles? I'm just saying, yo, just think about it. Like, just think about it, right? Zoro could honestly mix the Shimotsuki sword style with his 3 sword style. Zoro's probably been fighting in Shimotsuki sword style without him knowing. Shimotsuki Kozaburo could have been teaching people the way of the Shimotsuki, but they don't know that's the way of the Shimotsuki. The land of Wano and all that other stuff probably never talked about it, right? Zoro, because think about it, Kawamatsu literally said it himself. The way that Zoro handled his sword is literally just like Ushimaru, right? So I have to think there's a Shimotsuki sword style. And you know why I think that too? You know why I think that? Look at this. You see it? You see it right there, right? You see it? What does that look like? They look the same, don't they? They don't look the same? Bro, literally, the way Ryuma killed that dragon in Monsters looks exactly like Zoro's great dragon blaze that he was about to slay Kaido with. Exact same thing. Like, the exact same motion, the way he swing the sword and everything. And the first time Zoro even did it was on Ryuma in Thriller Bark, when he used Great Dragon Blaze right there. The way he looked up in the air, he went up to Ryuma and he used that move. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Like, bro, there could possibly be a Shimotsuki sword style. Just think about it, bro. Shishi Sun Sun. 360-pound cannon, the Itoriu style of doing these things. He could probably mix it with 2 swords. Zoro's probably mixing both. He probably made 2 swords into Shimotsuki fighting style, and then he put 3 swords into it. No wonder why it looks the exact same as the way Ushimaru fought. Kozaburo could have probably taught the people in the village the way of the Shimotsuki, the way you fight as a Shimotsuki. Could honestly be the case. Now, right? I wanted to say this. Since the way Ryuma killed the dragon and monsters look exactly the way that Zoro killed. No, not killed. Not the way Zoro killed. The way Zoro. It looks like the way Zoro used Great Dragon Blaze again. That he was gonna slay Kaido with, right? I'm thinking, what if, right? Now, just what if we have seen this move ever since. We seen it in the filler with Yasui, when he was with Yasui. You know what I'm talking about? Daishinkan. What if Zoro uses Daishinkan to defeat King? And when he uses Daishinkan, because we know Ushimaru fought Kaido. He fought Kaido and the rest of the Beast Pirates with the other daimyos, right? Yasui was the only survivor left. Other than that, all of the daimyos are dead. But what if in the battle against Kaido, Daishinkan? Now listen, what if in the battle what if Ushimaru uses Daishinkan against the battle against Kaido? I almost said Zoro. Against the battle versus Kaido, right? He uses Daishinkan against King. Zoro uses Daishinkan against King. And then they remember that move. That would be gas. You remember when Momo asked Zoro, "Hey, where did you get that snatchy from?" And he was like, "I don't. It's something I picked up from the old geezer in Wano. I mean, and back in his village." I said Wano. Zoro was never in Wano, right? And I was thinking, the way that you say snatchy and the movement of snatchy is awfully a lot like Daishinkan. I'm reaching. Don't get me wrong. I'm freaking reaching, bro. I got the Gomu no Mi right on me right now, bro. I'm freaking reaching. But I'm just saying, it could honestly be the case. Ushimaru learned snatchy as well. That's what he used to do. He probably made it into a move. Daishinkan. Zoro does it. Daishinkan. You know what I mean? It's like there could be a Shimotsuki sword style we don't know about, and they could honestly go in depth of it in this arc. Whilst he's fighting King, he used more moves, probably Shishi Sun Sun, probably uses Tatsumaki again or whatever. It doesn't matter. And they actually see these move sets, these skills from Zoro. And Kawamatsu Hyogoro is like, yeah, he's definitely of a Shimotsuki. How does he know how to do these? This is weird. And they could honestly get to the point where it's like, hey, the Kozaburo, do you know a man of the name Shimotsuki Kozaburo? He was a man 55 years ago. He left Wano and he traveled across the sea. That, oh my God, just thinking about it sounds so freaking hype. I'm sorry. Now, we're on to the next one. Ushimaru could honestly be the father of Zoro. How? Okay. Ushimaru could have honestly known about Wano, the land of Wano, how Wano operates, and all these other things from learning from his father, Shimotsuki Kozaburo. Learning these things, he could have honestly went back to Wano. And now you may ask, wait, how do we, like, not even how do we know, but like, how did he get back up there? Why would they let him in? He's a Shimotsuki. He could have honestly said that my father forged Amino Habakiri and Enma, and they could have been like, foreigners don't know about that. Yes, we should let him in. He's a Shimotsuki, you know. Probably then he becomes daimyo proof. He's daimyo, whatever, right? Now, Zoro probably got the last name of Roanoa from his mother. Now you could ask, where's his mother? His mother could have honestly probably died of giving birth. But I'm not even gonna lie, One Piece mothers do not matter at all. Unless you're a big mom, moms don't matter in One Piece unless your name is Big Mom. I'm sorry, all right? Because moms are never actually an important factor. They're never alive. Whether, even if you're a stepmom, freaking Nami's case, but she was a stepmom, bro. Bellamy was a stepmom and she died. If you're a mom, you're adopted, whatever, you're a mom, you don't matter unless your name is Big Mom. I'm sorry, right? So it could have honestly be that he slept with a woman. He wanted to go back to Wano. Kozaburo could have honestly said, no, you can't go back. No, we left that place for a reason, because it's locked up. That place isn't really cool, because, you know, they left illegally. You can't leave Wano, right? And that place isn't really all that. It's not, you know, but he's probably interested because the way the Shimotsuki learned about Ryuma, he wanted to visit Wano because his peoples are from there, just like Toki. Toki wanted to visit Wano because her peoples are from there as well, right? So, but then Ushimaru is like, but I want to go, this and that. He probably had a lover as well, just like Koshiro, just like Koshiro. Koshiro fell in love, you know, made Kuina. Probably fell in love too, but he slept with his lover and left the day after. He makes it to Wano. She's pregnant without the father being there. Ushimaru, Zoro's dad. Ushimaru could be Zoro's dad. They look exactly alike. They fight alike. Bro, that gotta be Zoro's dad, bro. I'm sorry. All right. Now, and she got pregnant. You know, had his baby. She probably died giving birth because, you know, the pain is freaking. She couldn't take it. You know, the pain is unbearable, you know, and she couldn't endure the pain. And then she died giving birth. Zoro's born. Probably Kozaburo gives her the name not Ushimaru, Roanoa. Calls him Roanoa Zoro, not the way Shimotsuki. Doesn't know his father whatsoever. His mom probably could have green hair, you know. Or, oh yeah, actually, Shimotsuki Ushimaru had blue hair, dark blue hair. The mom probably could have had yellow hair. Make green. Zoro's born green. Right? So, and yeah, that could honestly be the case. Ushimaru could have went back to Wano. Honestly, just went back to Wano, want to learn about Wano. Koshiro could have honestly been like, nah, I would rather stay here since father doesn't want anyone else to go. And then probably, I wouldn't say Ushimaru no, not Ushimaru. I wouldn't say Kozaburo disowned Ushimaru, but more like doesn't want to hurt Zoro, so he kept it a secret from Zoro. And it's like, you know, like an Ace moment when Ace asks God, was it right for me to be born? And then God was like, it's for you to know when you, as you grow up, especially when you, that's not something you tell a kid, by the way. What the frick? Like, what the heck? But anyway, and then it could possibly be that, oh, when Zoro wanted to be the world's strongest swordsman ever since he was 9. Ever since he was 9 fighting Kuina, he grew up. He didn't leave Wano until he was like 19. Yeah, until he was like 19. That's when he left Wano, right? I said Wano. Why do I keep saying Wano? Shimotsuki Village. He didn't leave Shimotsuki Village until he was like 19, correct? So it's like Kozaburo could have been like, no, it's for him to find out on his own. He'd have to go to Wano at some point, and then that's probably how it went down. You feel me? Yeah. So, and honestly, talking about that, Zoro didn't leave Shimotsuki Village until he was like 19 for real. So all that training, the way of the sword, Shimotsuki, I think it was like each earring. 3 sword style is like each earring in his ear. I don't remember. I forgot. I think I read that somewhere. I don't remember. It probably is not true, but like after he mastered one sword, he would put an earring on his ear, basically. I don't remember where I got that from. I don't remember, dude. That's weird. But yeah, so Kozaburo could have trained him. Koshiro could have trained him. Shimotsuki sword style, like I've been saying. Come on, bro. Like. I'm just saying, man, these connections are really, really hitting right now, bro. And I was just thinking this too. Just imagine if Zoro used Great Dragon Blaze on King. I'm not gonna lie, that would cause severe damage on King. I'm not gonna say it's gonna kill King, because knowing Oda, he doesn't kill it off his characters, but it probably might does severe damage, and King could possibly be an awakening. And imagine if he does, right? Great Dragon Blaze again on King this time. He's about to do it on King, but King dodges it or he takes it on, right? Now he can react on time, I don't know, right? But bro, and imagine Kawamatsu and Hyogoro looks up, they look at him, and then they're like, that looks just like Ryuma. Now you may be asking, wait, they weren't there, so why would they say that? You know how they always have like paintings of someone in ancient time, you know, sculptures or any form of, you know, that type of stuff. They could honestly have probably like a painting of what Ryuma did. I'm just saying, bro, that would have been, because think about it now. Okay, just think about, how do they know he's a one-eyed swordsman? How do they know that? They don't have cameras or any form of technology there, so they could see that type of stuff back then or anything. So how do they know he was a one-eyed swordsman? Or you could just say, you can say, it's just like a tale that went down generations and generations, a story that everyone knew, you know. But I'm going with the painting thing. Like, you know, back in the time, they always have paintings from ancient times of someone, how someone defeated this person or that person, that type of junk, right? I believe they have something like that. That would have been, that would be so cool if they did that, though. If they did some form of if Oda made Zoro use Great Dragon Blaze again, they look up, Kawamatsu and Hyogoro looks up, and they're like, whoa, that is crazy. Like, bro, did he really just use that move? That looks a lot like the portrait that's been passed down generations and generations, how Ryuma slayed that dragon. I'm sorry, like, that would have been gas, bro. And how Zoro looks exactly like freaking Ushimaru and Ryuma, man. It's insane. And honestly speaking, Onimaru could come back. Remember the little fox that's actually Yukimaru? Could honestly come back. I believe he's coming back. I think he's coming back, bro. He could honestly probably come back, look at Zoro again, and like, whoa, you look exactly like. Now maybe if he transformed into Yukimaru, he could talk. But as a fox, in his mind, when he's thinking like, oh, probably like a silhouette in his head, like a bubble in the head. He could see like Ushimaru, and he looks at Zoro. Probably jumps on Zoro, like probably started licking him, and like a dog and stuff, and like very excited to see Ushimaru again. But that's actually Zoro. Like that's some like nice type. That's some nice, junk, man. Like that's really nice. That's really nice. Like I honestly think like a Shimotsuki sword style, the Ushimaru being the father of Zoro, that could honestly be the case. Cause let's think about it. Cause when you think about it, right, you're like, wait, if Kozaburo Shimotsuki is Zoro's dad, is Zoro's grandfather, where's his mom and where's his dad? That's how I came up with the whole Ushimaru probably went back to Wano, but before he went to Wano, he slept with his lover or a woman, got her pregnant, but he left. He doesn't know she's pregnant. He left, right? And she has his baby. She probably died giving birth because she couldn't endure the pain. It was too painful, and she probably died from it. And they kept it a secret. Zoro now holds the name of Roronoa Zoro. Zoro's been in Shimotsuki village for like 19, 17 years. I don't know when he left. Probably like 17 or 19. For that long, learned the way of the Shimotsuki sword style, played it, put it in 3 sword style. They probably taught him how to master 3 sword style. Oh, it could have been the case like Koshiro or Kozaburo looked at him like, oh, 3 sword style? That's an interesting concept. Zoro does it. He doesn't know how to hold a sword in his mouth. Pause. Right? He doesn't know how to really use 2 swords at a time, type of stuff. You feel me? And then it's like, let me teach you. And then, it could probably be the case that before you even try to use 3 swords at the same time, try to master Itori. He masters Itori. Now Nitori. He masters Nitori. Now Santori. Right? And he masters it. And now when he finally masters it, he the way he handles his sword is like a Shimotsuki now. Like the Shimotsuki sword style. And he made his movesets. Kozaburo could have taught him, I'm not saying he taught him Shishi Sunsun, but, trained him. Who knows? Shishi Sunsun could have been a Shimotsuki type of thing too. Because think about it. Shimotsuki, she and Shishi Sunsun, she and Shimotsuki, Shishi Sunsun. I'm playing. But yeah, like that would have been like this lineage thing. When Oda goes more in depth into this, it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be fire. Cause ever since, every Zoro fan, people who aren't even Zoro fans, they've always been saying this, bro. Zoro looks like Ryuma. Then we get to Kawamatsu and Ioru talking about how Shimotsuki Ushimaru was a daimyo at Ringo. You look at the silhouette when he's next to Onimaru the fox. He looks exactly like Zoro too, bro. Right? And then you get to the point where in this latest chapter, One Piece, chapter 1023, he looks exactly like Zoro now, bro. And then when Kawamatsu was like, after all, Ryuma was a one-eyed swordsman. Bro, you look at the silhouette on the side, bro, you would have think that was Zoro. You feel me? It's just, the connections are there. Zoro's a Shimotsuki. This is Zoro's lineage, bro. And now for the people who's gonna say Zoro's carried by lineage now, all they're powered, no, Zoro's not carried by lineage. He's not. He literally had to train his butt off. Literally, he literally said it's snatchy was something he picked up from an old geezer, his grandfather Shimotsuki Ryuma, from the village he was at, right? So to say he's carried by bloodline, that's not true. He had to work his butt off to get to that. He had to get that far, right? But yeah, man, Shimotsuki Zoro, the Shimotsuki lineage. Yeah, like that's amazing, bro. Like this is what like when Zoro, I said Zoro, when Oda gets more in depth with this, it's gonna be amazing. But anyway, guys, it's been Eustace and I'm out.